Welcome to the Launch to Impact Leadership Podcast. My name is Dr. Keena, a leadership development coach, author, and former nonprofit administrator. I teach emerging leaders how to master the skills needed to effectively engage their staff, strengthen teams, accelerate performance, and position themselves for long-term success. Now, if this is your first time listening, welcome, and make sure you hit subscribe so you can keep building your leadership skills with me each week. As I speak with leaders throughout the United States, it seems like since 2020, everyone has been in a constant state of just trying to figure it all out. And it seems like just when we think we have it figured out, it goes haywire again. We've had a worldwide pandemic, social unrest, economic turbulence, and political division. But no matter where your thoughts are on any of this, I think you would agree with me that we have been in some unclear, uncertain, and downright fuzzy times. And when everything around you feels fuzzy, your first responsibility as a leader is to reclaim and maintain clarity for yourself and for your team. And so you do that by establishing reality first, which it's becoming increasingly difficult to do if we must be honest. As leaders, we have to be able to decipher between the rumors, the hearsay, the AI generations, and quite honestly, the lies that are being spread just for the sake of getting some reactions. You can't be the one who's losing it because of a 90-second clip that you've seen somewhere has been extracted from context and is void of any factual data. Your responsibility is to filter through all of the noise and get clear on what is real and what is relevant. You also have to make sure that you aren't being driven by your emotions. You can have emotions, that's the human side of it all, but you need to have those emotions without being emotional. So tap into the deepest part of your self-control and lead your team with a measure of emotional intelligence. Your appearance, your disposition, your body language, your tone, all of those things communicate long before your words ever do. And sometimes those things even have a more lasting impression than your actual words. Your leadership presence and communication means showing up with empathy and emotional regulation. And when you don't have all the answers, just say so. People appreciate that level of honesty more than they will appreciate you giving them some fluff. So use your focus on what is important. Hold that thought for a second. If something I've shared sparks an idea, share this episode with a colleague. Growth spreads when we share it. So let's keep growing. Now, I know that many leaders pride themselves on being multitaskers and doing all the things all at the same time. But there comes a time when you need to have laser focus. So pay attention to the things that are demanding your attention and make sure that you're focused on the things that are both accurate and actionable. As a leader, you don't want to just focus anywhere. Leaders have to be focused on the mission-critical responsibilities within their scope of influence. And remember that everything that gets your attention doesn't have to get your energy. Use your focus for the things that are most important. You also want to make sure that you're communicating reality. Now, your team can handle bad news. They may not take it the way that you'd like. There may be upset feelings. It may be difficult for you to share the hard news, the hard message, but what they can't handle, what is troubling for them, is the silence. What's troubling is the uncertainty, and no one likes to be on the other side of ambiguity. So make sure that you're communicating that reality, because in the absence of clear and factual communication, people are then left to their imaginations and creating their own reality, no matter how true or untrue it is. And that reality that they create then becomes the reality that you are forced to contend with as a leader. And when leaders don't speak, rumors, imaginations, and past disappointments have a way of filling the silence. So the most compassionate thing that you can do is to tell the truth quickly and transparently. Now, transparency sounds like saying something such as, here's what we know, here's what we're learning, these are the challenges that we are aware of, and these are our next steps. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be formal. Keep it simple, keep it human, keep it honest. And when the circumstances are funny, when the circumstances are fuzzy, you need to remember that you don't have the luxury of being unclear. You also need to check in and follow through. You have an entire team that is relying on you, and their individual needs are ultimately impacting the collective temperature of your organization. So make sure you're checking in with your team members to gauge where they are and what their understanding is. This is a great time for you to also reinforce your commitment to them and to gain some further buy-in on your next steps. You might even gain some insight on the things that you weren't aware of and some things that might alter your course of action. But also, while you're checking in, make sure that you're doing what you said you would do. And if there's a reason that you can't do what you said you do, explain why and communicate when or how you plan to rectify it. Before we close, I want you to remember that ambiguity breeds anxiety, clarity builds confidence, and your communication is a chance to define reality and restore peace. Thank you for listening to the Launch to Impact Leadership Podcast. Ready to go deeper? Then grab my book, Launch to Impact, or join us at the Launch to Impact Leadership this summer. Links are in the show note. This is Dr. Kina, and until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building momentum. Take care.